And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. We're going to cover basically all of those timelines in today's lesson from Better You in 52. My name is Jay Cleveland Payne. Thank you so much for being a part of the things we got going on here for our little project here. 12 weeks in, we're 52 weeks in a year. We've gone without a miss, hitting every single Monday morning. Uh, like clockwork since the beginning of this year, and it's amazing that we'd be able to do that. Sometimes you set out on a course of action and you try to stay consistent, and then life gets in the way. Trust me, life has gotten plenty much in the way with this thing, but we have kept it going strong, and not missed a week so far in this year 2022. So of course we're only 12 weeks into 52, so we got a long ways to go. You're on the way on the trip with us, and we're happy about that. What we do here for Better You in 52 and betteryouin52.com is provide you with a quick video every single week to help you along your journey for being better. Now, we don't plan whatever it is you want to be better. You make the decision. In fact, we believe the moment you say, I want to do better at blank, you are a better person for putting forth the effort and the knowledge to do better at that thing. You just have to kind of work at it, work at something, or work at other things to make better general improvement. I truly believe in trying to work on one thing at a time and timing it out. And somewhere along the line, we're going to redo my yearly goal planning session, how it works out. So you make sure your yearly goal plans are set and you're able to have a few there ready to knock off in a row, but basically only work on one. But for this thing right here, we're going to give you another quick week of a video, quick video this week that'll help you on something along the lines of being better in general. And one thing that's going to be extremely important for your health, your life, your well being, and the people around you is how you are managing your time and how you're managing your energy. And the best way to know how you're managing your time and energy is how you feel. Your body, this thing, your body, is really good at telling you when things are not going great, and you should listen to it more often, or if not more often at all, in some cases, because it will tell you what to do, when to do it, and why you probably should do that. It will tell you to rest, stop moving, go to sleep because you are tired. It will tell you to stop moving because something hurts. It will remind you that you're stressed out, that you're mentally drained, that you're physically drained. Whatever is going wrong, it will show you. And it will ironically show you when things are going right as things go along, that things are working well for you. That you should probably do a little bit more of those things in the process. So, listening to your body is pretty simple. Your body will give you the notions, the motions, the aches, the pains, and sometimes a little bit of a spring of joy in your step when things are going the way they should or should not be going. But when do you listen to your body? And that's pretty much simple. All the time. Yes, pretty much your body is talking to you at all times. And so we're going to start off at the beginning, start of the day, in the morning. This is essentially how do you get up and get moving in the morning? How do you get your things get jump start? How do you get going? I get things going with coffee eventually, but it's turned into more of a ritual than an actual crutch or a drug that I need in the morning. I can easily go. I know people say I can give them coffee if I want to, but it's something that I don't necessarily drink all the time because I got to have a cup of coffee, get my morning started. It really is ritual. I've taken out all the sugar and creams and all the fancy stuff. So I just drink really black coffee and sometimes really bad coffee. Other than that, I switch it up with tea sometimes and maybe a juice to kind of get a little bit of vitamins going on. But how do you start in the morning? Is coffee your pick me up that gets you through the morning, the day, and all night long? Or is there some other type of pick me up that may or may not be on the legal sense? Can you wake up with an alarm or without an alarm? Can you get out of bed groggy or not groggy? Are you in aches and pains? Is it a slow slog mentally to formate what happens, what you need to do to get your day started and going forward? How you get up and get started is your morning check to how your body is going to tell you what's going on. The aches and pains come with age and come with activity. So if you're doing a lot of extra activity, then you'll wake up in the morning with some extra pains. If you're getting advanced age, you will get up in the morning with extra pains. Those things will happen. What you're really looking for is things like your mental acuity, your ability to actually move, your motor skills, things like that. How do you look and feel when you get up? Will tell you how your day will probably progress going forward because you're already at a disadvantage if you're extra achy or extra cranky. Make sure that whatever routine you had going into your slumber is preparing you for the next day, because as soon as you wake up in the morning, best thing to do is just get up and get going. If you are slap the alarm 3 times and hit then to get the sleep button, you're missing the point. The best thing to do, even if you're not a morning person, is to set a time for yourself to get up and then get up. If you must have an alarm to wake yourself up, then more power to you. You just can't keep fighting the alarm all morning long. If you're a person who can actually wake up normally and wake up naturally and it's at a good time, some people can't do that. You'll eventually wake up, but some people can't necessarily wake up on a dime. I happen to, because of years of just doing morning radio and news and television. I wake up in the middle of the night, essentially wake up around 3 in the morning and set an alarm clock to get out of bed at 4 o'clock so I can wake up and kind of ease myself out of the way. That is my easing myself out of the way, is waking up at 3 and get out of bed at 4. That's the best I can do, and try to take a little slumbering nap, or maybe I'll check my phone quickly and just sort of get my mind mentally prepared before I get out of bed and get started. And literally by 5 in the morning, I am now active getting stuff done. Back in the day, when I woke up at 3, I had to get in the shower, get to work, because by 4 o'clock in the morning, I had to get things done. How I got up then was a bit rough, but it worked for that lifestyle. This lifestyle, a little less abrasive, but my morning routine is wake up, drink a glass of water, take a little time to read, check on some emails, and read my feed for my news stuff, because at 5 in the morning I start producing a news program, and going from there. From there, I slowly to get the rest of the family ready, make sure they're all good, ready to go. Right now, school's in session, so I take my little one to school, and then from there, I hit the work and start my main routine, where I get breakfast, I get coffee, I slowly ease into my morning with checking in emails and checking ideas and seeing what's going on and looking at my schedule going forward. That's how my morning starts. And most of the pain in my morning comes from me injecting extra things that, most normal people don't do. Most normal people don't write and produce a news program and a newsletter every single morning just because they're curious about the news. They just pick up the paper, or they'll read the news on their phone. Because I add that extra step, my morning gets a little more hectic. But how I get up in the morning is pretty simple. I get up, I have a routine. It goes through every single day. If I'm not feeling well, I adjust in the morning. If I'm feeling sore, I think about what I did the night before or what I'm going to do going forward, and try not to do too much of it so I don't wake up so heavy and beat down. What becomes a real thing, real life, is that as the days go on and late nights come up, I get more and more tired, and it gets a little bit harder to get out of the bed, springing out of the bed in the morning. But I get up because I have to get up, because routine helps out with that. A routine will help you figure out your morning, and it's being very aware of how you get up out of bed and get your day started. It's a big part of keeping your body in the loop for the things going on, or your body keeping you in the loop and you actually paying attention, to be honest. Now, how do you check your body through the day? This is how do you manage your day. As I said, for my routine, I get to work, I start my ritual of coffee and breakfast, and taking time to prepare for what's going to happen. And within about 20 minutes of that preparation, all that planning goes out the window, because someone will have broken something I have to go attend to. And that is just how the norm it is. I have to go fix it and go deal with it. But how do I manage things throughout the day? I actually do schedule pockets of time for downtime, pockets of time for reflection, pockets of time that I go through my notes and make sure that I'm still on task for what needs to be done that day, even if all the things that pop up in the way, the people that have those issues believe that they're more important than my main goals. I'm working on a long term goal. I'm not working on what's going on in the next couple of hours. I'm working on things that have to be done to prepare for things coming up tomorrow, the next week, the week after that, a few months down the line. So I need to make sure that those hits are hit every single day. And I have to make sure that I stop and take my medication. I stop and eat lunch. I stop and drink some water. I stop and pause for a second, stop and engage with actual regular people so I'm not stuck in my head all day. How you manage your day is your body basically telling you what's going on in those manners. And so, are you needing to take a BC powder by lunchtime? Are your stomach growling by mid morning, so because you didn't get a proper meal at that point in time? By mid afternoon, are you just worn out and tired and just want to just throw in the towel and give up? How your body reacts to things throughout the day, how you manage those issues as well, is your body working to keep you in the loop, to keep things going on. It's very important to have some way built in to manage all those things in your life, in your work, just in general. because the managing is only a one small part of the day. One small part of the day, believe it or not. There's plenty of more day to deal with, including the evening or how you shut down. If you're working on a normal 40-hour work week, your time is really spent with 8 hours in the day. The remaining hours you're awake and you're focused on some other project or job, and then the commute back and forth to the job. So chances are, if you have 16 hours in a day, let's say you actually sleep 8 hours, you don't just stay up all night. Let's say you sleep 8 hours, that leaves you 8 hours of time to work and get back and forth. That leaves you with more or less 6 to 4 hours or so in most cases of your time. Part of that's taken in the morning and you're getting ready and how you get up. The rest of your time is taken in the afternoon and how do you shut down in the evening. How you spend your evening shutting down to prepare yourself for the morning is a great way to make sure you're starting off to a great day and ending off as best as possible. Now, because we're all busy, we're all doing a bunch of things, a lot of times we take our evening time for granted as our time to get stuff done. It may be something as simple as washing dishes, maybe something bigger such as going to the gym, it may be something really big like taking college courses that take up a lot of time and energy. How you shut down is important, and how you do those other things around you are important as well, to mix them all together. So you have to make sure that you are actually preparing yourself for going to bed, turning off any crazy electronics, stopping alcohol and your caffeine consumption around bedtime, getting someplace quiet and chilling, just relaxing, getting someplace where you can take a down level slope to get yourself to a better mental place, a better place for preparing yourself for a shutdown, as opposed to abruptly just falling into bed and going to sleep. If that is your normal routine, then you must work on that routine because it's not a good one. If that is your normal routine that works for you, I'm telling you, it doesn't really work. You need to figure out what your evening routine should be. Just like the morning ritual and getting up, you should have an evening ritual where things happen at certain times. Granted, things will happen on different occasions because it's special occasions, or you have your evening things that are either recreational or sometimes educational fundamentals, or the work thing may pop in there. We're talking about your regular, normal, everyday shutdown, not in so much the shutdown happens on Friday nights when you hang out with your friends because sometimes you can do that. If you are a younger person that still does that, as you get older, you'll figure out that doesn't happen as well either. That becomes effort and work as well. But how you shut down for the night to prepare yourself for sleep and wake in the morning is extremely important. Your body will tell you what's going on if you're still way too tired, way too wired, and you can adjust accordingly from that one. But you don't want to be too tired going to sleep because you lose out and sleep out enough, or too wired because then your sleep patterns are also thrown off. And one of the more important ones that we don't think about is your overnight. How do you sleep? Now, this may take a little bit more effort, and this may take a little more technology. You may think you need a Apple brand watch, smartwatch with sleeping capabilities to watch your circadian rhythms or whatnot. You may want to get a sleep number bed. Oh, I will tell you, sleep number beds are kind of a waste, but teach his own. You might want to get one of those blue lights that do stuff to make you feel better at night. This one may take a little bit of effort if you want it to, or this may take figuring out what 8 hours is, going to bed and waking up at the same time so that your 8 hours are met. Let's start by getting 7, 8 hours of sleep, going to bed at a regular time. Because I get up so early, I go to bed pretty early. I am normally, believe it or not, in my bedroom by 8:30 at night, or preparing to go to my bedroom, and I'm probably asleep by 9, 9:15. It works well for my wife, who likes to go to bed early. She may not want to get up as so early, but to go to bed early. And of course, we have a daughter in her preteen years, and so fighting with her to go to bed is a fight. But she still needs more sleep than she thinks she does. So that means going to bed at a fairly early time, taking care of all the things we must do, getting dinner in, getting homework in, getting baths in, especially with her activities. She has lots of activities that's part of how I wind down for the day. A lot of that is taking care and planning for our activities. But the whole point is getting to sleep and getting a good night's sleep and doing what you can to do sleep. There are many things you can do to help out in your sleep patterns. Your body will definitely tell you if you're not getting enough sleep, or if you're getting too much sleep. Some people get too much sleep and it becomes a drain on them as well. But there are ways to work that out that will help you start off the next day proper, because the best way to get a good kick for the start of the day is to get a good night's sleep, and then to not be lazy and not use excuses to stay in bed and hit the snooze alarm to get going. If you got enough rest, it's time to get up. When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down. Rest is great. Relaxation is great. Taking time off is great. But when you need to be awake and conscious, be awake and conscious. That's pretty simple there. So let's review how your body will look into 4 questions to basically see how you're preparing yourself to keep your body in the loop and keep yourself in shape, so that your body is letting you know what's happening and how to stay healthy and maybe even wealthy and wise. First off, how do you get up? How's your morning routine? What happens when you get up in the morning and prepare for the day? Your jump start to literally jumping out of bed and moving forward through the world through the day. Then what do you do through the day? How do you manage your day as it goes proper or not so proper? Are you taking care of yourself, or are you just shoving in fast food when you can and not exercising and not doing movement for those things there? Important, but not the finally, is in the evening, shutting down, preparing yourself for the next day by wrapping up all the things of the prior day with plenty of time to wind down, relax for the evening to go to sleep. The whole point of in the evening is to quell all the craziness, all the noises, all the voices in your head, all the things going on, and prepare yourself for a time to just relax and enter a sleep zone, whether you have a dedicated sleep routine or you just literally turn off the TV, go to bed. It's a way to make sure that you're all set in the evening so that you can shut things down and prep for the morning if you need to. So you have that taken care of. And that, of course, ends with how do you sleep, your actual overnight, your downtime. When your processor is offline and you're supposedly getting some rest and getting some recharging, how does that work? Are you a great sleeper? Are you not a great sleeper? Do you need to talk to someone about sleep apnea? Do you need to talk to your spouse about his or her sleep apnea or his or her snoring? Is that in the way? Do you need to be one of those couples that live in separate, sleep in separate bedrooms? It's a thing, and it's not a bad thing in some cases because of what's going on. Case in point, I didn't necessarily sleep in a separate bedroom, but very often I did sort of rest up and get up early and go lie down in my own office, so that when I'm up and about and lights are on and making noise, I'm not interrupting my wife who is trying to sleep a little extra. That helps when you get up at 3 in the morning, and they don't need to be up till about 5:30. Waking them up at 3 isn't a great thing, and that's how we know the sleep number bed doesn't work, because that didn't fix anything in that case either. So the 4 ways to make sure that you know you're doing okay, your body is keeping up with you and checking you out, checking yourself in the morning, in the daytime throughout the day, in the evening, and of course the overnight. It's that simple. Your body's going to tell you how things are going to go. So the most important thing is to listen to your body and listen to your body in the certain zones so that you know how things are working in those zones, so you can prepare ahead for the next one and go forward. Better You in 52 is a website. BetterYouIn52.com, I should say, is a website, and we're very proud of the website. It's not all that snazzy. All we've got is a couple of videos that show you what to do in your Better You journey, but it's there for your support. It has resources. You can learn about the program, which is basically show up, do your best, keep showing up, and check out the videos that we have for each week that are help you on your journey to perfection, betterness, if you will. Now, what we're looking for out of you in this is just to get better. We're not looking for any sort of financial support. Never going to charge for this program here. I have other programs that do have a source for monetary stuff so that we can fund something like this. This is just a place for you to hang out and chill and relax and just be where you want to be. I record the videos when I can record the videos. I set things up as I can, and I just here to chat and talk. So if you need resources like actual counselors, actual psychiatrists, actual people to do those ways, we have resources at the website. Otherwise, we can chat things up right now. Also working on a back end sort of a more or less a message board somewhere so we can sit and chat on a deeper level on these things here and do some things so we can help encourage and help you grow in your quest to be the better whatever it is you are. And you choose that whatever it is you are. Meantime, I'm Jay Cleveland Payne. Thank you so much for joining me for this video voyage in Better You in 52 and for joining us at betteryouin52.com. If there's anything we can do to help, just stop by the website, reach out there, contact us there, and we will do what we can to help you be a better you. But as we said, the moment you said, "Hey, I'm doing better," we think you're doing better. So just keep adding on to it. And hopefully, what we gave you today, keeping up with your energy levels by listening to your body and getting some sleep, will help in your journey. With that, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.